Welcome to the How to Stress Like a Genius podcast, a podcast all about social emotional learning for teachers, counselors, administrators, special service providers, and students.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Paul. We'll be diving deep into the world of social emotional learning,
We will discuss topics like building strong relationships,
managing stress and anxiety,
developing self awareness and self management skills.
and promoting empathy and kindness.
Please join us as we work together to empower others and create a brighter future for all.
Welcome to How to Stress Like a Genius. Welcome to the How to Stress Like a Genius channel. I'm Paul,
And I'm Nicole.
and for over 26 years, we've been educating kids, adults, and have been working on some exciting things in social emotional learning the past 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, we started collaborating more specifically on the How to Stress Like a Genius in 2018. But I know that even back in 2012, when I was leading a school, I was really starting to wonder and research and think about my own effectiveness with SEL competencies. And so there was even years before we started collaborating that we started really researching this.
And yeah, as a high school teacher, I knew I wasn't managing effectively with my stress. So we knew there was a need for it in our own lives. And then as your work continued, and I got a little bit more involved, but catch us up.
Yeah. So in 2013, I was leading a school and I was able to write the work plan every year. So that year, I actually incorporated SEL strategies into our professional learning sessions, into when we got together as a staff. And part of what we realized as educators in a building is the SEL strategies that we were able to take the time for, whether it was a wellness walk or some breathing exercises, really just helped when there were stressful times at school to be a little less stressful. So that was one of the things that inspired me to continue to want to learn about different strategies, want to try them. Another thing that a lot of teachers talked about was when they were able to practice those strategies at school or with each other, they had much more success also outside of school in terms of managing their stress and carrying out those strategies outside of the school day.
And for my work, I had a student in 2017 who was working on a video project. And she interviewed lots of students. And one of her questions, great question, what would make our school even better? And many students responded, more mental health supports. So I'd been talking with Nicole about work and decided to ask the best teacher I knew, Nicole, to help me kind of think through a project that's all about social emotional learning. And How to Stress Like a Genius was born.
That's right. And at first, we had some hesitation because we're not mental health specialists, we're educators. And so, one of the things we thought about was what are some basic, simple things that we can incorporate and do that help others as educators. So I think that's the unique part of How to Stress Like a Genius is it's something that anybody can do, and we have such a unique set of circumstances and experiences that we've been able to do with a lot of the strategies that we'll talk about in the podcast, that's what made us think to share this with others.
That's right. And it's been through several iterations, and this is but another, right? So sometimes it was paired with biology and dissecting hearts or brains, sometimes with fitness and neuroscience. So there are all these great touch points. Can always work on this with ELA classrooms and language learners too. I mean, giving students emotional and social opportunities in class is very important.
I agree. So, in these series of podcasts, we'll be exploring all sorts of strategies on a classroom level, on a school leadership level, and even just on a human being level.
That's right. We need to manage ourselves, right? And if we're working with students on self management, we should probably be able to do that for ourselves. This podcast aims to provide all educational stakeholders with resources and practices, not just for our students, but also for ourselves.
And for now, we want to thank you for listening.
So until next time, take care of yourselves and remember to stress like a genius.